Hi, welcome once again to Our Geek This Week. Again, this is a side project. My day job is not this. I don't get paid enough for that. But one of my other side projects, one of my passions, my hobbies, is the Kybercast that I do with my friend Joe. So sometimes we're not able to record an episode of the Kybercast, so I figured I might fill in some of that time with some of these poorly or not even edited videos of me opening up boxes and boxes and packages of comics because I've been buying them since 2020 and I need to get through them. Again, probably not going to read them all before the end of the year, but I do have a goal of opening all these boxes and at least organizing them and knowing what I have and what I can read by the end of this month of November 2023. So if you're watching this after November, it's because I posted it later. So other than that, let's get into Our Geek This Week. Let's see what 5 comics we're going to talk about this week. Again, if you want to kind of get the gist for the show, watch the first episode, and we'll go from there. Alright, that's not even anything in that. Let's try this one. This one looks like it has 2 books in it, so. Oh, hey. Kaiju number 4. Sorry. Kaiju number 8, number 4. Excited to read this. I think literally the first episode I opened up number 7. I've read like the first 2 or 3, so this will look nicely on my collection. I know I can now jump into 4. I think I have to do like 10 now, if not more. So again, Kaiju number 8. The gist is basically a guy wants to help a team, wants to make a team to fight kaiju, and instead he accidentally becomes a small kaiju. Again, this is by, I'm going to screw up the name. Let me pull it up here. Story and art by Naoya Matsumoto. Again, apologies if I mucked that up. This is Kaiju 8, Volume 4. Second book in the same bag is The Excellent by Peter Milligan, Mike Allred, and I think, is it Laura Allred, I think is his wife? If I got that wrong, I apologize. Big fan of the late version of the X-Files, X-Files. Again, not edited. A big fan of the late version of X-Force that later became Ecstatics, and now they're back as Excellent. So, tongue-in-cheek, it's definitely a unique style of artwork. Looking forward to reading this. I love Dupe. I love The Orphan. I love so many of these characters. I can't wait to see what has come of them. So, Excellent. Volume 1? Yeah, Volume 1. That was the second book this week. I think we had just the 2 in there. Yep, that's it. Put that aside. Let's grab another bag here. Let's get the maximum crinkle in front of the microwave microphone. Alright, what are we reading here? Oh, cool. This is, I'm trying to look for the volume number. Doesn't tell me right off the bat. So, this is The Flash, Eclipsed. I've heard good things about this run. This run is by, let me pull it up here, Jeremy Adams, Will Conrad, Christian Deuce, and Fernando Pasarin. I've heard great things about Jeremy Adams' run. A lot of hype on that. I like the art. It drew me in. So I admit I've been slowly collecting this via trade, this entire run. So I will be jumping into this. I think this is the first one. If not, I'll have to go back. But I know Wally West is in later issues. I'm excited for that. Again, I just heard good things about this Flash run, so I wanted to check it out. So there we go. Number 3 is The Flash, Eclipsed. And I wish I could see the volume number, but I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. Volume 17. 1, 2, 3 already this week. I think that was the only one in there. Make sure. Well, there's some other stuff in there, but it's not comic book related. In fact, I forgot I even ordered this stuff. Alright. What else we got? Is this anything in this? I'll come back to that one. Alright. Again, I'm not even sure this one's a comic book. It's not. It's batteries. It's C batteries. This is not going to be on this Geek This Week. But it is kind of geeky because the reason I bought these C batteries is because, yes, I spent way too much money on the replica pulse rifle from Aliens that requires C batteries. In fact, it's in the other side of the room here where you can't see it. It needs C batteries, so I bought these for it. So it's still geeky. It still kind of counts as part of this Geek This Week. But it's not comics. So, 1, 2, 3. This is the official. Number 4. Making quite the mess. Oh, awesome. This is George Takei's. Oh, I always put it the wrong way. They Called Us Enemy. It's a New York Times bestseller. It's basically the story of George Takei as a child. For those of you that are not familiar, when America went to war with Germany and Japan as well as Italy, the Axis, a little bit of racism going on where they took a bunch of Japanese families and put them into, well, not concentration camps, but internment camps because, couldn't trust the Japanese Americans, right, during World War II. They didn't do that to Italian Americans, didn't do it to German Americans, so this is actually a true story. This happened to George Takei when he was growing up as a kid, and he's told his story. So, They Called Us Enemy by George Takei. Really looking forward to reading this. So number 4 this week is George Takei, They Called Us Enemy. Actually, is that 5? Let me see here. I think it is. No. It's not. It's 4. Again, not edited. If I'm wrong, people will tell me. Let's see. That's not it. Let's get another box here. Alright. This is a big boy. Like me. Let's see what this is. Please don't cut me. Oy vey, this is huge. Awesome. Justice League America, or Justice League International Omnibus, Volume 2. This is Keith Giffen, who sadly died just a few weeks ago. J.M. DeMatteis, Kevin Maguire, and who else? Bart Sears. Oh yeah, Bart Sears jumped on board when it was Justice League Europe. So for those of you that don't know, Justice League was rebooted in the 80s after Crisis. I have the first volume of this. It's fan-frickin-tastic. It went from Justice League to Justice League International to eventually the main title became Justice League America. And then they spun off. Like, they had Justice League International. And when they changed the title to Justice League America, they also created a new title called Justice League Europe. So this contains, I think, some of those adventures as well as the some of the adventures from the original JLI, JLA, and now JLE. So number 5 this week, massive tome, Justice League International Omnibus Volume 2. Again, I have the first volume. Absolutely adore it. Can't wait to read this. When am I going to read it? No idea, but I can't wait to read it. All right. That's all 5 this week. Again, thanks for coming. What's your geek this week? What are you geeking about, and what comics do you have? Drop a line, drop a comment. Again, I get it's just me opening boxes of comics, but it's what I'm doing. Like I said, I gotta get through these. It's a borderline hoarder situation because that's how my OCD works. Not OCD. I shouldn't say that. That's not fair. I am slightly obsessive, but not to the level where it's OCD. But I do have some obsessive traits and a little bit of ADD. So, again, apologies. I don't mean to make fun of anyone that actually suffers from OCD, but I do have some obsessive issues. And again, really wish I knew how to edit these better, because then I could cut this whole section out and not sound like an idiot. But here I am. I'm your idiot. Hopefully you come back and watch again. Thanks for watching Our Geek this week.